welcome to another showcase I'm doing. So, one, the voting is still up. I said in the previous video I was going to take it down on the second. What I am going to do is I'm going to extend this to Friday because Friday is the day where I normally record. I didn't record this Friday, today's Monday, and I completely forgot that I had to make a video. I'm so used to doing a series and just, having structure. So, anyways, today's showcase will be a cash cleaning simulator. This game is on Steam for like 13.41, I think. I don't know if it's on sale, but I bought it outright because this game is hilarious. There is a story to this, but I didn't feel the need to cover it in a new game because this game runs pretty good with like a story and things like that. It's very funny because you'll be right here in this cramped little area with, I will show you, with this tiny, you don't even really get this yet. You actually need to earn money to get your first money counter. So what this does is that it counts money. Alright, and I will explain money. Money in this game is hilarious because you can do USD, euros, and yen. Yen is that. Now, if I go into my phone app and you go to the black market, you won't have a lot of stuff unlocked. However, you'll have obviously like tools. You'll have access to a knife that you use to cut stuff, the UV lamp, but I will show you UV in a second. You'll have access to a bunch of the stuff as you level up. You level up. When you get to a certain level, you'll get the money counter extra large. And with this, it can do different monies. So this button right here, you could change the currency to yen, USD, or of course British, or not British, sorry, Euro dollars for the European Union. And this game is all about filling orders. So you'll see a quest on the top right, and that is a storyline quest. And I will show you what they look like. Storyline quests are going to be gold, and this one is what I have currently, and then this is another one which I found was hilarious. Right? You pay this guy, which I'll show you how to pay him. You give him $150,000, and he wants 100 gold ingots. There is no time limit on anything you do besides the mission itself, which will have an hourglass symbol right here. As you can see, let me make sure I'm still recording. As you can see, this is an hourglass symbol. This has actual time to it, which will tell you 25 hours. This job will expire in 3 hours. Jobs are pretty open, and you don't have to do anything. This game is so free that you can do whatever. So, enough with the whole, explaining all that. Let me show you what the meat and potatoes of this. So normally you will get orders, right? They will fall from this giant thing right here. Now lighting might be a little different for you guys watching the video. Why my lighting is, well, fucking dark. Because I have the game settings, and I'll show you the game settings actually. You all know I love playing not all that. I love playing on the low of the low. I love potato graphics. It's always been an issue, but even on the low of the low, it's still pretty good. And stability wise, like performance, with all this money, because trust me, you'll get piles that are way bigger than this. And they'll pile up. Anyways, as you progress, you'll get access to this printer here, and then later on in the story, which I will show you quickly, you go to tools, you will gain access to the large one, which is either for the euro or for regular. Now, the difference is that this one does not counter counterfeits. So in this game, you'll be given orders, and you fill those orders by going to the app like so, and you click on a quest, you back out of here, you go to task tracker, and then these are all the tasks you could do. So this guy wants statues, this guy wants 100 and sports bags. So they're all very specific on how you do it. When they say no counterfeits, you're not allowed to have counterfeits. Now there's this one I'm holding is a counterfeit, and I will show you exactly with the portable UV lamp, which I don't know where I put it at. I thought I had it ready. It's somewhere. I saw it. Doesn't matter. We can use the big one I bought because it's not just that. I will actually grab a bill I know isn't counterfeit, and hopefully it's probably marked as well. There's marked, ink stained, and of course actual bills. So we'll just look at these two. So be in a dark room. You pick up your giant thing. There is a portable version I can show you, but I will show that in a second once I get this bitch positioned. So right there, so on the floor, you can see in darkness that this is a real bill, a real $10 bill because it's glowing and it'll have symbols on it. Now, if you go to this has nothing on it. It's counterfeit. Now, some missions don't care if they're counterfeit, but ones like the one on the top left, he wants counterfeit or marked. Now, the best way to show a marked bill is probably my mess right here, which if you press shift, yeah, right here. This first bill right here, this is marked. They'll have little markings like that, and obviously I see that this $10 is fake, but I'm gonna keep it here because we need it. All the money has different things, so that's how it is. You unlock the workbench later on. You'll get this area pretty early on. All you really gotta do is just find a switch, which by the way you can use the UV to find it. The switch or the lever, which when you get there will be right there. It's in the same spot. And you slowly, just start making money, which is what we're going to do right now. I'm going to demonstrate the tens. So USD goes as followed: $150, $20, and $10. So I filter out all my $10, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because if there's a fourth option right here, I would definitely do it. Saves me time, but I just use a medium one, and basically you'll hit start. And like that, you pack it, which by the way, if you don't know, I can actually showcase that. This is the tape, what you use to wrap bills with. Now, however you do your bills is however you do them. This says full freedom, and I'm going to demonstrate full freedom. The only thing you can't fucking do is combine a single sheet with a bound one. So this right here is a bound of $110 bills, right? And if you don't want to do all the math, or you have a lot like me, you could take out your scanner tool, which you'll get also, and it tells you all the important stuff. Hang on, let me get my dog underneath. Get from underneath there. Hang on, I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. My brother wanted to talk to me. So where were we? I forgot. Alright, so if you're ever feeling lazy and you don't know, it's not about being lazy. It's about literally doing this. So I have. Let's take the yen. This is literally 3,000 bills. It's literally like the currency. Like this is a full stack of 3,000. Oh no, this is a stack of 500. So each banknote is 5,000 yen or 500 yen. Sorry. And you can wrap them in bricks, which I'm going to showcase right now. I'm going to actually show you how you wrap a brick. Let's take my tens. So let's say, fuck it. Let's say I have all these things here. You come over here, you wrap it, and there you go. Now, you cannot really tell how much you have in a stack, which is what I'm going to demonstrate now, is you don't really know what you have in a stack unless it's wrapped. The other way you could tell what you have in a stack is by using like a book bag, which there's a lot of funny ways you get money. These briefcases here are filled with money. They're from your clients. They will give you money, I guess, for the quest, for you to fill out and stuff like that. But yeah, you can literally just dump all this money into this backpack, and trust me, it can only hold so much. And if you take the scanner app, it will tell you exactly how much is in there. And look at that, there's a Euro 20 in there. So yeah, that's just one way you can do it. Freedom is all over the place. I can take a yen, I can take a euro, and I can take 100, and it will all be collected into this thing. Now, if you have what is it? I forgot the term for it. Shit. Basically, if you have a thing or need to have everything in order and stack everything in a way, this game does that. This game allows you to be very free. pretty much everything. So another thing is, this is my box of trash. This has bullet casings, wrappings, and of course some counterfeits. The quest right here is only requiring USD counterfeits, and it's very hard going into here, hitting shift and seeing, yeah, this is a counterfeit, marked, not counterfeit, this is a Mark 20. But the thing is, with that Mark 20, is that I have to, cut all these bands and then replace them in here. This is the workbench. However, I thought I could be smart and use the big ass thing here, but then you realize you have to. Oh wow, look at that, you found more tape. You have to, sort all the bills. Now, there are quests that say no marked bills. I actually think I don't have that quest in particular, but I do have no counterfeit and no ink stain. So sometimes you will get money from here that'll be dirty, which I could showcase the dirty right now. You'll get these little like handbags, right? They're Federal Reserve bags, and basically with those Federal Reserve bags, you have to cut them open. They'll say do not cut. Trust me, cut it open, because the minute you open it, it's gonna spray blue ink and it doesn't come off the things. Now you can buy the upgrade for this, which I could show you that upgrade. That basically allows you to use a scrubber, which is right here, the ink and grime sponge. But that you have to do it one at a time, and it's not really efficient. So let me show you with the cleaning. So obviously I can only pick up bands right now, and we're just going to pick up as many as we can, because the last thing you want to do is throw trash in there. I don't think it'll even go in there, but this is just something I do. I just rapidly click the pile, and then hey, fuck it, I got enough, put it in there. Some of them fell. We're going to pick them up, put them in there, and then we're going to go back over here and get all this. Now we have to clean this money. Now, no quest, unless it says very specifically clean bills, it will tell you exactly what they want. You don't have to clean them. There's nothing stopping you from using dirty bills or even ink stained bills. However, when I do these things, I have a process, and I prefer to keep it that way. Now, I always do marked bills because I can't separate them easily. If I could, I wouldn't do marked bills. But yeah, so this is the washer and this is the dryer. And basically we put this on for 30 seconds. Now, sometimes when this dryer gets full, it can hold an indefinite amount of, money. I really stuff this thing pretty full. And usually you'll have to let it go every couple of times and stuff like that. Like, you can also see this will also press the go hard, but you can change it to soft, which is if you need, I guess, it quickly. I mean, I rather make sure it gets clean the first time around before I, do it. And of course, these are now going to be wet. And you notice that the bands broke open in there. They only break open in the washer. You could break them open very easily. And once I put all these, I think these are just euros, so we're good. So yeah, that's in there. Big ass pile. Hit the button. Forget about it. And I'll show you how to open up a band. So you can do it either way. You can either, let's take my 20 of euros here. This is the old-fashioned way you're going to have to do it, and then you have to get tape, of course, unless you have the medium one and the bigger ones, obviously. But yeah, you'll do that, tape it back, and then put it wherever. You can. There's an infinite amount of ways you do things. In the early game, I didn't need tons of bands of money, so this is my $10 $10 of $10,000. That's how I usually marked it. This is my 50K one, and then this is the biggest one I ever made, which is 300,000 of 100s. So sometimes it's useful, but however, they're gonna be quests that probably don't make a lot of sense. We'll look at one in particular, is this one. So he wants $121,000, but he wants it all in 20s. Now, I don't mean to bark up the wrong tree, but that's a large fucking order. But that's fine. We can do it. This makes it easier. The extra large is definitely worth it, and they filter out the bad bills, which is, I run over that already about, fakes. The only reason why I have the little one over here that doesn't detect any fakes is because basically the quests. You're going to have quests that's going to demand a bunch of stuff, and you can just literally do that and then wrap them up, call it a day. So yeah, let us do the USZ. So I think this was it. So basically, when you get the workbench, you get the knife upgrade, and you can just cut them all up. Now, there are many, and I mean many different ways you can do this. So usually if they're marked like this one here, the blue, then those are all 20s. However, there are times where they're not. They'll have like white markings on them, like this one right here. See, this is a white mark. This means it's mixed bills. Now, either way you look at it, I don't really trust that those are all 20s in there. I mean, I should, but I need to send them through the machine anyways. You saw this one had the 50 right here. So I guess these do have. I don't know. I haven't really tested it, but to be honest with you, either way, they all go to the same place. If I need USD, I'm going to just throw them here. Actually, these are euros, so what we should do is throw them over here. And it's real simple to just hold F and click and then call it a day. You call it a day and you just throw it. Now this can hold about 3 different wads of cash. And then obviously you hit start. And look at that. Oh shit, I want to go into that case. Any of the wrong currency, or I should say pretty much any, if you had the wrong currency, it's going to spit it out like that. Now, you can get fancy. You can put a book bag here. You can, like with the suitcase, as you saw, I'm going to put the suitcase away. You know, either way you look at it, it's super easy. My easy way is just by looking at stuff. So, obviously, these are dry. And you can tell they're dry because they're not dripping wet. I always take one of them just to look at it. So yeah, these are dry. So we would feed these over here to the euros. And yeah, so a sports bag. So let me go over here because I bought a whole bunch of sports bags before. Yeah, basically you gotta fill it up the certain way. Now that's with that quest. Let's say you don't like that quest, right? I can easily look at this and be like, man, this quest is shit. What if I don't have all 20s? What if I already stacked all my 20s? What if I don't want to give him any of my 20s at all? Well, here's what you fucking do. Discard the quest. And you will lose reputation. Reputation has it to where you get better jobs, more difficult jobs, I should say, but there really is nothing like this one right here. So we can look at this one in a small box, 180,000. Just accept it. It's on a time limit too, which is okay. So you see these, all those book bags that fell. I'm gonna put them in my cart right here. Right, this is filled with money, but as you see, this is broken. Fine, that's fine. I think they're all broken actually. Yeah, so they're all broken, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. I'm going to take this one that's broken, and I think that's also one of his. And what you do is simple. You come over here, and you take a knife. I always lose that knife. Take a knife, boom, cut it open, and then you just, grab it, throw it in the USD. But sometimes there is a mix-up, so I don't know if this might be it. No, it doesn't look like it. So sometimes it might be a mix-up, and there might be only yen, mixture of yen, euros, whatever. So time limit quests are always going to be right here at the front. They'll also pop up here, but you need to set it for delivery. That's how you process these things. You set it for delivery. Now, I have a small box. I need to give him at least 180k. You can shortchange him, and it won't make a damn difference. Actually, look, I didn't read it. It says in $20 bills. So I got to give him 100 and something in $20 bills. And everyone likes those 20s. So, let's see. This is 2,000, I believe. Let's double check. Let's see. Yep, this is 2,000. So, we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. So, we got 10k here. Cupcake, don't be barking. This is my dog. I think he needs to go outside, actually. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back from taking out my dog. And, life happens. So, we're not going to do this because I don't think I have enough 20s. And I don't want to bore you guys. Oh shit, I'm out of breath. I had to really walk up them stairs. Them stairs kill me, okay? I know usually I'm going to get my breath and shit. Also, physics are very funny in this game. You can actually knock over whole tables just by using a duffel bag. It's really funny. Let's do a yen quest. I know I got some yen ones in here, I think. Okay, I got pound. That's even better. This one's easy as hell. So he wants it in a case, which we have cases. You'll notice my collection. I always save everything that's not dirty or torn open. He wants 85 any of them. So real easy. It's like USD over here. At least I think it is. Yeah, $10,000. Okay, cool. So one. Oh no, that's our money. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus a 5. Now you can just dump it in here, right? Close up the case. Bring it on over here to the thing. You have to turn. You could turn it off or on. Either way, but yeah, you just throw it in there, whatever they ask for, in a case, in a box, or anything. It'll go slowly in there, and then we complete it, just like that. You'll notice stats, so like single delivery, nothing else, no fake money, perfect. There's also another one for perfect, like a full thing, which is like these things right here that are full. Like a full thing like this, you get a bonus for using that. And yeah, no, so that's pretty much the premise of the game, right? Let me move this book bag. I think, yeah, this is the broken one. So yeah, let me show you the other feature of burning shit. I threw shit in here just to see what would burn. That's the little couch you could sleep on. That's the little tutorial board right there. But let me show you something. When you unlock this area, let's say you're waiting on a better job, right? So, or even better, like, let's just not do that fucking other job, right? And he already gave us the money, so I can just speed along all this time, not worrying about a single thing. I don't even know if it was 19 hours or what. Look at that. Get up, 7 hours remaining. I could complete it, but I don't feel like it. So what we're going to do is, we're going to come back over here, we're going to go to this job, and then we're just going to say fuck off. And my reputation will go down, but the one thing that won't go away is the money he sent you, right? This stays with you. So this is where you could rip people off. Entirely you could, but it's not recommended to do that. It is not recommended to rip off your customers unless it's like you should always read a job before taking the job. Um, these, I believe, are the empty ones. But yeah, you should always read a job before taking it, because if you rip them off, you risk your reputation lowering. And to lower your reputation, which I think I could show you actually what happens if you're not appropriate. Yeah, right here. There'll be a lock symbol. So because I am 41, not 42 anymore, I can't accept this job. They don't trust me. They're not going to do it. But we can accept this job here, which is like any euro, no mark, so I'm not going to accept it because I don't filter out mark. I can filter everything else, but I don't do mark things. And if you send a mark bill through, which will continue to work on our money, why explain? If you throw in a mark bill, then it's not going to count. It will not count towards it whatsoever. Um, it'll actually just not count, and then you have to uh, get in our bag out and all this other shit. You can also pick up trash. Is a thing. You can pick up trash and you just chuck in here, but I find it easier doing it the box method, which is what I showed earlier, which is my box of bullet casings, counterfeit, whatever. You just fill a box. This is a large box. I believe it's large. You just use a large box, fill it in. You'll also come across coins. I don't know what these are used for, but you can't really do anything with them besides collect them. Now, you do have a piggy bank, which is right here, Mr. Oinkers, and you put your coins in here, but however, if you get so many coins, it won't fit. So I just took a really big ass box, and that's my coin collection. I probably have like around, I don't know, 20 bucks. Give or take. I don't fucking know. It just stacks in there. But yeah, essentially this is what a cash cleaning simulator is, and I've been having a blast with it. Now, uh, excuse me, sorry, my honest opinion about what they're doing. So this game I think is not in early access. By the way, here goes that portable UV lamp I was looking for. The game is 1.0, but they're adding shit to carry on, like quality of life. When you could go to the Steam store page, which I keep forgetting doing these showcases, I'm gonna do it for this one. In the link description below is gonna be a link to the Steam store page for this game, and they actually have a roadmap. Which, if I tab out and go to it, you won't see me because I only capture the game. You might hear it, but that was just me muting the video. So if you go to... Alright, they have a roadmap. So on their Steam page, they do have a roadmap, and it looks like they... yeah, they did the recent one was May 29th, right? May 29th was the last recent update, which is the roadmap inside, and the roadmap is pretty fucking cool, if you ask me. They got a lot of big plans down the line, and I think this game is pretty fucking fun. I've been having a blast just sitting here doing exactly that, just doing this. Literally, look at that. I get this big wad of money, and I like sorting money. So if you ever wanted a job in your life that's about counting money, you can either do two things. Either you go work for the Federal Reserve, or whoever the equivalent is if you're in a different country, or you could just pay $13.41, and now prices are different, different regions, different taxes. That's just my final price on it that I paid. You could do that, or you can just pay that amount and do this for free. And this isn't really a game about Federal Reserve and shit like that. There is no government. The whole point of the story that I've gotten so far in is apparently it is where did I go for the year? Here it is. So it's 2003, right? And apparently in this story, everybody is getting rid of cash. Everyone doesn't want to do cash no more. They're going to cryptocurrency, which is, funny enough, what you use. This is the little cryptic money you have. You will reach a point in the game where, like I'm at right now. Cupcake, what are you playing with? You know what? Hang on. I know I'm still recording. Hang on, guys. I'm just getting into everything tonight. It's not one of my videos if my dog ain't getting into shit. I normally pause the video, but, right, going back to what I was talking about. This game, in my opinion, is very, very fun. It's addicting. At least to me it is. At least to me, as in I can always just come over here, counts up the money, and then I make big stacks of money, put big stack money here, and then call it a day. That's my fun. And this is what now there are different ways of doing this too. Let me get the tape. Where's the tape at? You don't have to put tape in the machine. Actually, it's more efficient doing this. That's it. You can literally set this up however you like. You just click and it's done. I don't like doing that. That's just me. I like actually pressing the button and then getting my bills and then call it a day. Actually, I don't even think that one was filled. Did I fuck up? Oh, I did. Yep. So if you ever fuck up like that, you grab a knife, right? Cut it open, put it back in here, and it'll do its thing. Especially if you fuck up. But hey, you can do this however you want. And on top of that, in the beginning of the game, when you only have this motherfucker over here, I don't think you have this when you start. I think you actually have to buy this. Normally, you're going to have to just stuff all the money together as one thing, which you can do. You really can. There is no doubt about it. You can just grab everything and put everything. If you don't even want to organize anything, like you're lazy and shit, I don't blame you whatsoever. Because that's how I was in the middle of the game. And then I learned in the game about euros. I'm like, no, I'm going to stick to USD. Well, let me give you an update. Yen and USD are the most common goddamn requests I've ever seen on the app. Okay? If it's not yen, it's euros. Okay? I don't know why is this. Look, this piggy bank is part of the damn story, right? You have to get $1 million fucking dollars in that bitch. Alright? And I'm only got half that in there, and that's just me using USD. I could get this done a lot fucking faster if there was more USD. Hell, I didn't even know if I could put fucking yen. Can I put yen in there? Let me see. I didn't know if I never tried it. Oh, hang on. Let's put a yen, and let's go grab a 20. Let's see what happens. I don't know. I never did this. Oh, it's going in there. Oh, an auto. Oh, so it's just auto fucking. Oh, wow, you can use it. Well, there you go. You learn something new every day. You don't actually need USD. So my whole rant was just dumb. I don't even know how much. Is it converting? Yeah, it converted it. It actually convert. I guess. I don't know. I don't know. That was like $2,000. I think it went up by 2,000. Probably like 1,000. Either way, you learn something new in every video. You learn something new whenever you're doing videos and stuff. Because I never knew that. These suitcases here have money in them. Yeah, and then what are my other final thoughts about this game? It's really addicting is one, right? We already talked about that. But the other thing that it's not fun is how you transport things. So you have this big ass thing, but items don't really stick to it. I'm gonna attempt. They don't stick to it, and they just kind of fall off. I don't know if this is for like money only or like big ass shit. I don't know, but you do have the cart, which is useful. You can set up your. This is the area most people set up in because the chute's right here and everything. Your area is always going to be right here. When you start and everything, it's going to be all cramped, and you'll get access to this big ass bitch, and then it'll expand. And then of course you come over here and then you do this little quest thing. These things here I guess are cool. These look like big ass fucking dryers that will or washers we could fucking use, which is on the roadmap by the way. You will see when I link the Steam page and everything. Other than that, there's not much else to really talk about besides. Let's see. I already showed off how you pack the money and everything. Yeah, I pretty much showed everything. The game is really story driven, but it's a simulator, so it's very fun. This is one of the many simulators that are really fucking fun. There are quite a few other simulators that are fun. I know I showcased a few of them in my showcase playlist, which will also be in the link description below where you can watch all the videos. And as always, I want to make it as clear as possible. When I say showcase, it is not a review. I don't earn the right to call this a review. The only reason why I don't call it a review is because I don't dive 100% into the game. When you do a review, you played the whole game, you probably replayed it, and you know the ins and outs. I'm only telling you what I am doing. So yeah, this is a showcase, just showing the game off, seeing how it is, my thoughts on it, and yeah. So with that, that's going to be the end of this video. If you like what you see, leave a like down below and comment down below. Would you work at the Federal Reserve Bank? I mean, be honest with me in the comments here. Would you actually, given the opportunity, would you work for the Federal Reserve? Because that could be a fun job. By the look of all this, obviously the difference between a game and real life. But hey, who knows? Let me know in the comments down below if you would. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and as always, I will see you in the next one.